Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into something that feels like a real turning point for AI. We're looking at two big forces. On one hand, you've got the security of these AI platforms.
Right.
And on the other, how much more accessible they're becoming. Seems like opposites, maybe.
Yeah, you think so, but they're actually incredibly connected. How these play out really shapes how we'll all end up using AI.
Okay.
It influences trust, how quickly people adopt it, even the kinds of tasks you might feel comfortable giving an AI.
So our mission today is basically to pull out the key bits from some recent news. We're talking security breaches, new subscription ideas, so you can quickly get a handle on what it all means.
Exactly. Let's make sense of it.
All right, let's dive right into the security part then, because, well, it's pretty alarming. I saw this figure in the Financial Express.
Oh, yeah.
Over 100,000 ChatGPT accounts compromised just in the past year.
Wow. 100,000. That's huge.
It really is. And it makes you think these platforms aren't just tools, they're becoming like data vaults.
Yeah, exactly. Vaults.
But really personal stuff, people brainstorming ideas, planning finances, maybe even talking about relationship issues, stuff you wouldn't just, leave lying around.
It's this kind of bittersweet irony, isn't it? The better AI gets, the more we integrate it, the more we almost trust it like a confidant. The more valuable it becomes for bad actors. A compromise isn't just losing data anymore.
No.
It's almost like a cyber attack on your digital soul. That doesn't sound too dramatic.
No, I get that. That 100,000 on a meme makes it feel very personal. So, okay, what do we do? Is it on the companies to make these things secure by design, or is it more about us, practicing good digital hygiene?
Well, it's got to be both, right? It's a partnership.
Okay.
The absolute baseline, the minimum, has to be things like two-factor authentication, 2FA.
Right.
And importantly, using authenticator apps, they're just much stronger than getting a text message code, which could be intercepted.
Okay, so authenticator apps over SMS. Got it.
Definitely. And yes, companies absolutely need to push this stuff.
Yeah.
Make security the default, not an optional extra. Educate users.
Build it in from the start.
Exactly. Secure by design.
Yeah.
Because without that trust, if you feel vulnerable using it, then that whole vision of AI being seamlessly woven into society, it starts to wobble, it starts to fracture, people will pull back.
Okay, so trust and security are fundamental, absolutely critical. But then there's the other side we mentioned, access, making this powerful tech available to more people. Forbes had a piece about a potential Google Gemini Lite tier, maybe like $10 a month.
Yeah, I saw that rumor. Interesting.
Sitting between the free version and the $20 Pro tier. It would give you more access to things like deep research, that's their fancy info finding tool, right? And the Gemini 2.5 Pro model, but maybe not all the bells and whistles.
If that pans out, I think that's a really smart move. Honestly, brilliant.
Why brilliant?
Because AI like this, it shouldn't just be a luxury good, only for those who can afford the top tier.
Right.
A lower price point, like $10. That just opens the door so much wider, gets more people involved.
So it's not just about saving $10.
No. It could be a real cultural tipping point. Think about how smartphones or streaming services became normal.
Okay.
Part of that was scaled pricing, making them accessible. This could do the same for AI. It moves it from being this niche tech thing to just a standard tool.
Yeah.
An expectation almost.
A cultural tipping point. So you're thinking AI becomes as normal as, email.
Yeah.
Or even more integrated, like everyone just has a personal AI assistant.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's the potential, yeah. Making it affordable enough that it just slides into your daily workflow. But, and this is key, that late tier needs to feel worthwhile.
Yeah.
It can't just be a crippled demo version.
Right, it needs real value.
Exactly. It needs to be a meaningful experience. The goal isn't just users, it's creating this whole class of, let's call them semi-regular AI users.
People who use it sometimes, maybe not every single day.
Yeah, they dip in, they try things, they slowly figure out how it fits into their lives. And you know what happens then?
What's that?
That kind of widespread casual use, it really starts to soften AI skepticism. It's less scary, less other when your neighbor or your cousin is using it for, everyday stuff. Makes it relatable.
So we've gone from scary breach statistics, that 100,000 number, to strategic pricing for broader access. And it really does feel like, security and accessibility are just two sides of the same coin.
Absolutely, they have to be. You can't really have one without the other, not successful anyway.
How so?
Well, the core idea is this. As AI gets more powerful and more common, more universal,
Yeah.
the protections around it have to get stronger. Simultaneously, the ways people can start using it need to get easier, more welcoming.
So trust and inclusivity.
You have to scale together, hand in hand. If you want everyone using AI, everyone needs to feel safe doing it, and everyone needs to be able to afford to get started.
It makes perfect sense when you put it like that. Security enables access, and access demands security.
Precisely.
So that leaves a thought for you, our listener. As this landscape keeps shifting, what does it mean for how you interact with AI? And maybe, how can you play a part in shaping a future where these tools are, well, both safe and available to everyone?
Something to chew on.
Definitely something to think about. We'll leave it there for this deep dive.